Hey YouTube, Reacts Facts here. I'm Max.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is Vinland Saga, episode 22, Lone Wolf. So, last time we had Bjorn pass away.
Yeah.
We also had an assassination attempt on Knut.
Yeah.
And the possible revelation that Conehead is a spy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that the king is going to know everything that he told him, which is, well,
Accounted
it's
for.
some amount of their plan.
It's accounted for, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And to be fair, it's not like that he can tell the king, hey, they're plotting against you. He already knew that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of feeding continuous stream of information. So I guess in this episode, we may get more web building, more suspense building, because last episode was kind of just building on what we've already seen.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you guys expecting or looking forward to?
This fight with Thorfinn and Askeladd.
Yeah.
Thorfinn will lose, but I wonder if he'll get a hit on Askeladd, because Askeladd is already somewhat injured.
Yeah, his leg is not
injured.
great.
So, I mean, Thorfinn doesn't know that, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this fight turns out if anybody walks away with problems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But all right, so guys, thank you very much for being here. And if you like the video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And if you want to see the next week, a whole week early, Patreon is in the description, and exactly how to do that is there as well. So thank you guys for being here. We'll catch you guys in discussion.
Oh, we're recapping.
I was surprised we even got it in the last episode because how much went down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Angry aura.
Oh, I see it now.
では、そなたはどちらが強いと考える？
俺？そうね。アシェラットかな。やつに銀1ポンド。
かけぬぞ。なぜそう思う？
なんとなく雰囲気。
Of course, he can sense his
ゴルフは
power.
そなたに勝ったのであろう。アシュラットはそれ以上か。
てめえ帽子。なめてんな。3人の中でこの俺様が。
That's basically what he said, yeah.
強いの弱いのってな、そんな単純なもんじゃねえのよ。勝ったり負けたり、簡単に順序がつかねえのが面白いんだよ。
Exactly.
True, true, true.
しょうがねえな。俺、攻めやすくなったろ。来い、坊主。
Now he's mad.
Yeah.
Because he's...
basically mocking him.
Don't break it, don't break it, don't break it, don't break it.
Well, he's not Thorkel. You can't, like...
まだわかんねえのか。なんでこうなるのか。
Wow.
さっきの訂正、勝負になってねえやこりゃ。トルフィンのやつ、癖から何からアーシャラットに見抜かれてら。
He's just holding him, beating him
やっ
up.
てんな。決闘の理由は。
知らない。聞いていない。
I wonder what Thorfinn would do if he knew Askeladd killed Thor.
成長もねえガキだ。
He knows.
He knows?
Yeah.
I didn't know
was
this.
there!
Thorkel was there?
Thorkel!
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you said Thorfinn.
No, Thorkel.
やめよ。そこまでだ。
Okay, that's a good question then. We're gonna talk about that.
Oh, he was, okay.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna...
I knew he wasn't gonna kill him, but...
気絶している。そなたの勝ちだ。
ああ、本当に止めやがんの。
トルフィン。おい、トルフィン。
smack, smack.
そのバカはバカだから負ける。普段はちった考えて戦うようになってきちゃえるが。一遍頭に血が上ったら全部台無しだ。
You know, so I just went straight at him.
首筋を狙ってるのが目線で丸分かりなんだよ。初めて殺した相手もロード戦士だった。 美しくない男だったぜ。憎い相手の殺し方をな。
Flashback.
He looks like about the age
体
Thorfinn
はいつ
was.
も灰やすすや馬のクソやらで白かったり黒かったりだな。ついたあだ名がアシェラ。
Oh, that's how we got that name.
Ashlad. It's supposed to be Ashlad.
Ashlad.
Because I noticed that's how they always say it, but why did they write Ascalad in the subtitles then?
Hey, it sounds awesome though. Ashlad.
親父はユトランドの王族だった。
Oh, he's carrying
酒
her
と
head.
女と殺しが好きな、まあ、どこにでもいるようなバイキングだ。おふくろはよく先祖の英雄アルトリウスの話をした。同じ話を何度もした。500年前、蛮族の侵入からおふくろの故郷を守った将軍の伝説だ。おふくろは英雄復活の伝説を信じていた。自分を病や奴隷身分から解き放ってくれる者の再来をな。英雄はまだ現れない。だが考えてもみろよ。もし本当にご先祖様がそんないいところに暮らしてるならよ、好き好んでこんな世界に帰ってくるわけやね。そして俺が11の時、ついにおふくろの心が折れた。よりにもよってたまたま通りかかった親父のことを英雄アルトリウスと勘違いしたらしい。一瞬で悟った。今この時アルトリウスがおふくろを助けに来ないのなら、そんなものは永遠に来ないのだと。わかるか若造。誰かがやらねばな。英雄でも神でもね、誰かがな。
He can fight?
不思議なもんだ。
The heck?
初めて使ったのに、剣は俺の手によく馴染んだ。
He's
Natural.
never
どう
used
すれ
a
ばいい
sword.
のか分かっていた。
Well, I guess he's been blacksmithing since he was a kid, so.
Yeah, but he said he's never held one before.
Yeah.
情けねえ話さ。涙が出るぜ。見込みがある。今日から館に住む。
Hmm.
Wow.
さすがに11歳のガキにやれる相手とは思ってなかった。まずは親父の目に留まること。成功だ。腹違いの兄貴たちともうまくやってた。
Started his lying from there.
いつも親父を立てるように気を使ってね。奴隷暮らしから救ってくれた恩も決して忘れない忠実な息子だった。じきに周りも身内もすっかり俺を親父の子として受け入れるようになった。この作業に2年をかけたぜ。狙いは2つ。親父の油断と遺産の相続権だ。お前らにも見せてやりたかったよ。親父のあのなぜって面。親父と仲の悪い奴が選んで盗んだ。他の兄貴たちは犯人と思い込んで、そいつをリンチにかけちまえ。全く単純な奴らだぜ。いくらぶち殺してもキリがねえ。アルトリウスでもラグナロクでも最後の審判でも何でもいいからよ。マジに来るなら急いでもらいたいもんだぜ。まあその けは俺も生きちゃいられねえだろうがな。
うるせえ。俺は何があってもてめえを殺す。絶対殺してやる。
犬めてえに餌に釣られて駆け回りやがって。おめえの働きにはマジで頭が下がるよ。茶番みてえな決闘に付き合ってやるだけでトルケルまでホイホイ挑んでいくんだもんな。便利なガキだよお前は。まったくトールズにも感謝しねえとな。
He's doing it to get him mad so he can kill him.
I don't think he's trying to kill him.
もうよせ。うるせえ。黙れ。
すっかり硬くなっちまったな。
Do you say you're stuffed now?
You're stiff now.
Oh. You're
Now
furniture
you're
now.
object.
Yeah.
なぜ私なのだ。英雄の末裔はそなたであろう、アジアと。再起もある。己自身が王となり、世を変えようとは思わぬのか。
あなたの方が王にふさわしい。俺はすでにもよりもね。顔見りゃわかります。俺はただのバイキングですよ。
As he hates himself.
Hmm.
He knows what he is.
Yeah. I hope Thorfinn goes home.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because he realizes, at least maybe he realizes that he's using him. He's so blinded by his rage that he couldn't see it. He's going backwards.
Man, that's a strangled cry.
Yeah.
Sounds like pooping.
I know you were going to want to say something. Discussion.
Discussion.
Yeah, so a quieter reaction, but again, there's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
I try to point out things that I could, but it's just one of those episodes that is something that you be
You have
quiet,
to
you
pay
watch, you
attention
digest,
to,
because
yeah.
I know it's probably something you can more read on your faces. I was just watching.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you guys have from the beginning?
Well, what's his name? Askeladd's been basically like play fighting with a toddler the whole time. Every single duel he's had with
Yeah.
What's his name? With Thorfinn.
Which we kind of got a hint to, but
Yeah.
I didn't connect the two. The hint to when he was like fighting his men and he kind of got real angry and sliced that man in half.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of showed, oh wait, he's pretending.
Or even when he grabbed Thorfinn's arms and being in that duel, Thorfinn
Yeah.
realized he couldn't move.
Yeah.
Because he's that strong. If he wants, he could just hold you.
Yeah.
Got that all old man strength.
Oh, man.
But
Yeah. Get that Clint Eastwood going on.
watching it with you guys, I was able to notice a few moments that made it pretty clear that that was what was happening based off of whenever they got into a duel, Askeladd was not surprised.
Yeah.
Every time Askeladd was surprised or shocked at Thorfinn's skills was when he was killing other people.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh my gosh, you can do that? So it's in the duels, he's been doing the same thing again and again because he's focused on kill this guy, rage. It's not him thinking like he does when he's not fighting.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Whenever Askeladd is dueling with what's his name? With Thorfinn, I always notice that Askeladd never attacks.
Never.
He's never attacked. Well, unless it's like a finishing move to like, okay, let's end this now, you know.
Yeah. Attacking probably would open himself up more, and also he's not trying to hurt Thorfinn.
Yeah,
He's
literally
he still wants to use him.
He's a
playing
tool.
with his food, basically.
Yeah, he's a tool. Don't break the tool, but
Yeah.
subdue the tool, move on.
Hmm. Yeah.
Which is arguably more cruel than killing his father.
Well,
It's like
Yeah.
torture because he's stewing in this rage and he's continuing to stew because he can't get his goal. So it's like a continuous torture that he's going through. He hates fighting. Askeladd might not know that, but he hates this life that he's living.
Yeah, but Askeladd well knows what this kid wants.
Yeah.
And he chose to keep the kid. Well, he came with him. So it would have been very difficult for him to convince his men to send a ship to send the kid back. But he has this kid along with him this entire time. And he knowingly is baiting him and using him to
For
fight
years,
his battles
10
for years.
years.
10 years.
Yeah.
From 6 years old, this kid.
yeah.
Well, from 8 years if you want to round it up a bit. Maybe.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be like 18, 17, 18.
Mm.
Well, I'm saying like from 8 years old because of actual usefulness in battle.
Oh.
Maybe around 8 he was kind of useful. But yeah. So that's pretty messed up. But I do think Askeladd doesn't want Thorfinn to get hurt.
Oh,
I think
I
it's a
don't think-
mixed bag.
Yeah.
Much like Askeladd is a mixed bag, where he hates Vikings, but he knows he is a Viking. He wants this hero. He wants to be the hero, but he also kind of wants to find the hero.
Yeah. And he said that like he hates Bjorn because he's a Dane, but
he's
he's
his
still
only
his
friend.
one and only
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah, Askeladd is a contradiction. Everything about him is a contradiction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I may have misspoke there. I didn't mean to say that he is trying to be the hero Artorias. I'm saying that he doesn't believe that there is a hero Artorias coming. But he is searching for that person to follow.
I mentioned during the reaction that it always sounded like they were saying Ashlad, which makes sense because they are saying Ashlad, but it was translated to Askeladd for some reason.
I think Askeladd is the maybe just a translation thing. Like lad sounds like probably another word for kid, or kid in ashes kind of is what it may be.
Yeah, that's literally it's Ashlad.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. But I'm saying Askeladd may just be a translation, something going on there.
Mm. And we got the story of Askeladd killing his own father.
Mm-hmm.
Like he befriended everybody for 2 years and he still had his goal in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I mean, it's all what you base something off of, right?
Mm-hmm.
In terms of relationships, if you start a relationship on a lie, usually those things that'll unravel in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But he started out him befriending his father based on him wanting to kill his own father.
Yeah.
So everything that came after was founded on a lie.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I mean, he's like telling Thorfinn this, like to sort of teach him, like, this is why you're failing. You're too obvious, or you're letting your emotions control your actions instead of, playing the game and trying to trick.
I think what he was saying is that he's not actually trying to kill Askeladd, because Askeladd is like, I tried to kill this man, and to do that I sat down for 2 years and then killed him at 13. You've been doing this for 10 years and you can't do anything.
You think he's saying that as, I know you don't actually hate me? Is that what you think he's saying?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think he does.
Because he just said it's been 10 years, that means you're an idiot. You can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or that's what I would say. I
Yeah.
think he's just saying he's stupid. That he doesn't know what he should be doing. Like, and he's saying that. I feel like he's kind of like playing the superior card, where he's like, I was smart enough to do this at the age that I was when I started doing this, and you're an idiot to think that this is the way you're gonna accomplish your goal.
One thing that I liked that the author touched on was the whole fighter ranking thing. We talked about it a lot, where people in manga really do tend to.
Oh yeah, that came to my head.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy beat that guy. That means that
Therefore.
guy sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why when I don't usually like watching fighting manga or anime with a main hero who's a fighter. Usually, not stuff like obviously not stuff like Naruto or Luffy. I'm talking like actual something like Baki.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually it's the main character. As a result, he just beats everybody, and then everybody else sucks as soon as they meet the main character. Is the feeling I get. I know that's not necessarily the case usually, but But I do like he pointed out that, no, yeah, sure, Thorfinn beat me, but there's more
Doesn't
to
mean-
this.
exactly.
I would destroy Asgard. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think he knows what they did to beat him. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think anybody
Oh,
knows.
yeah.
I still firmly believe Thorkel is probably the strongest person we've ever seen, bar
yeah.
Thor.
But it would
Where
be Thor's.
Thor's was
Yeah,
stronger.
bar Thor's.
Yeah.
Oh, bar Thor's, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I got there.
And then the other thing that I did bring up at the beginning, what would Thorkel think if he knew that Askeladd killed Thor's? Because I mean, it was they were on the border of like it coming out
Yeah.
when he said something about Thor's in
he
the
was
end. there.
asking what? Oh no, yeah.
He said-
I think he probably would be okay with it as long as he didn't know how. He
How?
killed him.
Yeah,
yeah.
if he finds out that like he did it via like rain of arrows, he would
Yeah.
be.
He didn't
would be-
actually
if-
fight him.
Yeah, he would be really
It's
upset.
like, oh my gosh, you killed Thor's? That's amazing. Good job. But
And
it's like, oh,
then-
how'd you do it? It's like, oh, what? And just crush his head.
Yeah.
Basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I liked the animation, the way they animated Askeladd for this from the beginning. Like after the aura, which was more glowy, later they had him like in literal dark face.
Yeah.
You know, everything was just you couldn't see his features well, and I just thought that was a really great way to emphasize where his mind was at. Like he's super serious now. Super serious.
Yeah.
he's not playing around anymore, and he wasn't ready after, and it obviously after the death of Bjorn, it really hit him hard. He was not in the mood to play with Thorfinn and keep
Yeah.
up the charade.
I almost see it as, and I don't know if this is something they were trying to imply, but I almost see it as a direct opposite of that thing Canute and Thor's have in their eyes that they talk about, where there's like there's a shine on their face and there's a distance in their eyes. When Askeladd's like that, it's like the direct opposite.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to find that future with no killing, he becomes the killing almost, and that's his most dangerous state.
It's funny. It kind of in his little monologue, it kind of made me think of the possibility that his enlightenment, so to speak,
Askeladd?
Askeladd's view of what enlightenment is in terms of like maybe not quite Thor's and Canute, but
okay.
it's kind of on the same lines where he's kind of reached this place where
No
this
one's gonna-
Artorias is not coming. This
Yeah.
God, you can compare it to where Canute it was God,
Yeah.
Thor's it was fighting.
Yeah, he directly said it.
Yeah, so those things are not coming to save. I have to create my own. That's the
Yeah.
same kind of enlightenment. that he
Almost
underwent.
like a dark revelation
Yeah.
version. Where
a dark
he's-
version, yeah.
Because again, with the other two, they're trying to do it in the best way possible without
Right.
hurting people. But he's like, I'm gonna kill
Kill.
everybody
Yeah.
till I get there.
Yeah.
Which is why he even says, if they did come back, they wouldn't let me stay around for much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost as if where Canute says he doesn't care if he has to become a demon to save this world.
But he's trying to save the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Askeladd is a demon.
Yeah.
He
Canute's
is
not
evil.
trying to be a demon. He's just
If he has to be,
Yeah.
he'll do
He-
it.
He was saying it in terms of an act of rebellion against God, therefore
Right.
he's a demon. But Askeladd, the things he's willing to do, he can be called, and I know he's not actually evil in the purest sense, but he can be called evil based on some things he has done.
yeah.
Yeah, but this episode really solidified for me Askeladd as one of my favorite characters
Mm-hmm.
in terms of just. I do enjoy complex characters, but he's a character that you can come away with like 3 different ideas of who he is,
Yeah.
based on how many twists and turns, and you never know where he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Because everything is a part of the illusion for him. Like even like the way he talked to his men.
Yeah.
Like when he offered Thor's
The leadership.
and then he spun it around when he's fighting. When you saw him fighting with his men, he was fighting in a certain way to make them keep coming
Yeah.
towards him, and he's like, "Whoops,
Mhm.
slice that man in half. My bad."
Mhm.
And then the way he handles like Thorfinn is he it's like carrot on a stick. I'll duel you if you do this, but he never goes all out, and he always wins.
Mm-hmm.
And even that in of itself could be another illusion for him actually taking care of Thorfinn, possibly.
Yeah.
In
Because
some
remember-
in some dark
Yeah,
twisted
because
way.
you remember in the beginning, his men just wanted to kill Thorfinn and throw him over the boat.
Yeah.
So then he made up a reason to keep him, and he
Yeah.
just kept doing that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he could know that Thorfinn could be a great help to him.
He had no idea of knowing that.
No. So what was his initial reason for keeping it? Was it guilt?
I think he was honoring Thor's.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I think he recognized Thor was a great man and he didn't deserve to go out the way he did. And that was his way of not necessarily penance, but it's like, I'll look after this kid.
Yeah.
It's not that much. Just feed him a loaf of bread in a few days.
Yeah.
Turned out he was a murder machine.
Yeah. And that he would, but it would also be very helpful.
Speaking of which, this is one of those shows that, I would never have watched this a second time. It's one of those shows, I really like it, but it's a show I can't watch a second time because how long it is and how drawn the scenes are. But watching it again with you guys, it made it easy,
Yeah.
But it's something that if you do watch it a second time, you notice a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I can't even remember that I didn't want to bring up because I felt like it would spoil something.
You should have written them down.
Well, it was. I guess I could have, but it was just a lot of things that were very small and very quick. It's like, oh yeah, that's because Askeladd later on notices this or something. The way he talks to his guys, the way he walks, the way he speaks to the villagers, everything. And then you can even think of future plans he was doing or something he was doing here. It can piece it all together based on a second viewing. But yeah.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So if you are into that, but I would not watch this a second time by myself.
I guess the one other thing now is for us to think, what is Thorfinn gonna do now? Because as the last scene showed, he's thinking back on his whole life or his last 10 years.
He's basically thinking like, what was this for? This is a waste.
Yeah, or at least Askeladd's story got to him somehow, because nothing, his father coming to him in a vision didn't get to him. I feel like he had some other situation. When that woman that took care of him and she ended up dying, that didn't get to him. In fact, that made him turn even more hardcore.
Yeah.
Not even Leif got to him. Leif finding him. Leif, his childhood friend.
Yeah.
Nothing got to him, but this did somehow trigger something in his mind. So I'm curious. I'm excited to see the next episode to see what he's about to do. If he's gonna go home with Leif as you want, which I do too, or if he is gonna, I don't know, come up with a new plan to try and kill Askeladd. I feel like Askeladd is definitely not gonna coddle him anymore.
Yeah. So
the relationship is definitely changed. So there's a lot to figure out for the next couple episodes.
Yeah, it's going to get pretty wild because we are coming up on the season finale.
Yeah.
We've got 3 more episodes. So all this suspense, all this building up, I think we may have a little bit more to do, but yeah, it's going to be quite a ride. I'm quite excited for you guys to see it. You guys have anything else?
No.
All right. Well, that was a nice long episode. Hope I do it justice in the editing because I know there's a lot of long pauses, but I do want to show when they're like reacting to the speeches. I want to put that in where you guys are seeing that. So thank you guys for being here, and guys, I hope you liked it. If you do like it, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And guys, remember, if you want to see the next week a whole week early, check out our Patreon in the description. We'll catch you guys next time in React Fact. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
And thank you very much to our patrons, Taylor Mitchell, John, Kay, and Dol Cholfan.